Oh.
Never get that bad. Never get that bad. Shouldn't have lied to you like I did. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have lied to you like I did. Oh, shouldn't have lied to you like I did. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have lied to you like I did. Oh, maybe I should have stopped at a good time.
Okay, enough of that. I was just jamming to my, my normal music. I still do R&B. I don't be on all this rap, this new rap, whatever, because I'm a middle-aged man. Small town man, I from the Carolinas, and I don't do social media. I usually float on YouTube, but I really don't sign up. I just float, and I just watch other things. I analyze and stuff like that, and I just give my own judgment to my friends and family, just in my small circle. But, the way things going now, you kind of got to go to the internet for a lot of stuff, because it's getting real messed up out here, as far as like politics, men and women. I'm sorry about my language. Sometimes I trip up my words a little bit, so I just gotta slow it down, because my brain is like here, and here, all the time. But but yeah, it's just the world is just going to shit. It really is. I'm at work right now, my break in my truck, and something is telling me I just got to start speaking out more, because everybody will say, man, you speaking some real stuff, you be speaking this. But my thing is, I'm gonna start a channel, but I'm gonna just be talking about more like topics like masculinity, as far as being a man, a little bit of politics, and then I might, talk about, like society and, how things going as far as, public, not really celebrities aren't really, talk about that. Celebrities gonna be celebrities, they just whatever. They all programmed, you ask me. But, and I'm talking about money too. But I always, I graduated high school, and and I played football in high school. I lift weights all the way up, and I'm sitting here in my early 40s now. And I didn't have social media for about 5 years now, because I feel like it's a mess up there now. It's real crazy, So I just figured I'd start a channel and just start telling guys how to be more like, get back more on the smooth side of things. Plus, things about life and things as I see them, like, and things that my thoughts, because everybody, you share thoughts, that's how you learn. I probably have my PhD right now from stuff I done learned off YouTube. Yeah, I fact check it and all that stuff, but I probably would have, not what the school system taught me. That's what I'm saying. The school system taught me some things, but I didn't go no further than, I had a couple, I did a little job trainings and stuff like that, but little, courses and stuff, but not no 4-year degree, nothing of that nature. So I did not been in my job forever and a day, but I managed pretty good, whatever, and I'm not a big time city person. I'm small town, so a lot of things I might say, you might don't like, what he say or what is that, be in the comments or whatever, just say, and I explain what I was meaning by that. And sometimes I go a little fast, triple my words, because I have a lot I have to say. I analyze a lot. I just figured I'm gonna start a channel just to let people know like what's real. And one of my topics probably, I just say like men and women, well, we got so many different kinds out here now, so I ain't gonna tap on that. To each his own. You gotta live for you. At the end of the day, we all answer to something. It is all this we doing right now, all this life, this everything. Like, I just rolled my window down a little bit, got a little hot. But everything we doing, as far as like life goes, why you go to work, why you do this, who, just like who you working for. I'm working for a guy I probably never meet. He at the top of the totem pole, I would never meet him. But yeah, I'm at work. Why? Because I got a family, You know, I gotta make ends meet. It's the, you know, I'm in the system. We all born into the system. Some of us born with a silver spoon in our mouth. Some of us born with a gold spoon in our mouth. Some of us born with a bronze spoon in our mouth. You know, some of us don't got a spoon at all. We just born into the shit. Like we feel like the world you know, never had a happy moment, never had this, never had that. And some like they always have it, but you know, but you just don't know. It's like you got the poor side, the rich side. They say middle class is kind of just fizzing out. So it's really poor and rich. If you never be on the rich side, you don't know what they thinking. Like they could be more miserable than you is, and you on the poor side. But then when you look at like somebody when they get rich. When somebody get rich, they had, you know, everybody in their face, everybody, all this love, all the women, all this stuff. Then when they go insane or on some, you know, go back crazy, like on some Kanye West type junk, they always think back to when before they had the riches, like dealing with the best times. So really, who's winning? Like, is the rich people winning or poor people? Because your memories is all you got. Like, what's in your head, they can control everything around you, all your aspects of your life. They control your mind too, but really your thoughts. When you see a hat or see a red hat or orange hat, your conscience automatically know what color that is. You know, that's red, that's orange, whatever. You can't help it. Just like when you say, oh, this guy breath stinks, or oh, this. You talking to yourself before, like, oh, maybe I need to stand back because his breath stink. You know, or, oh, girl, he smelled good. You know, so your inner, it's like your thoughts in your head are automatically triggered on it. Like it's like you on borrowed time. Like your body is really not your body. Like your conscience be telling you how to go about something. I ain't talking about like if a car coming down, you see a car, you gonna jump out of the way. That's, you know, you got your animal side instincts to react to things. But I'm saying, like, when it's something like you at dinner with a female, or you doing something like at a table with your friends, or some new, you know, something like that, or if you do go to a meeting at your job, you gotta know how to talk, how to sit up, how to be certain, you know, things. But your mind automatically tell you that. Like, it tell you, like, look, don't slump over, or, you know, don't talk too loud, or sit up like this, and, you know, or her breath stink, or this. You know, I keep saying that. I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just rambling right now. But it's something telling you to do that. And you ask yourself, what is that? I mean, they put a word on it, they say conscious, or you can call it spirit, or whatever you want to call it, but it is something telling you to do that, almost like you in a video game or a simulation, like Andrew Tate said, like in the Matrix. You know, we can joke and laugh about that, but really something is in your head telling you. You know, they can say, just like conscious, you gotta, you know, like just imagine two, like you got the devil over here and then you got an angel over here, or whatever, a demon, whatever, and they like you have a good side and a bad side. It's a balance. So you like, should I, like, you get in an altercation, you be like, should I slap him, or should I hit first, or he in my face? When he get in my face, I'm gonna punch. Your bad side might be telling you, just knock him out. Your good side might tell you, look, just walk away. You know, so your body plays a role too, far as like how much test you got going on, or are you on steroids, or you might be, you know, whatever. You know, so your body plays a small role, but mainly you always have something in your head telling you, oh, I'm about to blink, or I'm about to do this. And that's the part that I always kind of like, I feel like I always kind of, you know, it always kind of touched on, like, what is that? Like, it makes me feel like I'm right now, in a few minutes, I'm going to go back to work and all that. But I know, I look at the time, I know I got to get up, do this and go that. I see somebody, I'm going to say, hey, like something telling me, like, say hey, or do this, or, you know, when you know, like, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out, like, it do feel like you wake up every day like you is in some kind of simulation type deal. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, all this work and all this can't be for nothing. Like, why are we working? Why are we doing this? I mean, survive, yes, but like, when you die, when you lay in your casket and you say you gone, you are no longer here. All this really is pointless. What kind of car you drive, what kind of house you got. So you really got to get in tune with yourself and learn how to not appreciate things you have, because things is come and go, but really love yourself. That's what I'm trying to get at. Because people talking about depression and all this stuff, I think it's in the food and stuff. That's a whole nother subject. But it is things in the food that can cause certain things in your body, and all these stuff we having now. But that's a whole nother story. I will talk about that later. But it's just, I feel like, you know, the way the world's working, like, it's just like, why all this? Why all this? Why even give, if it's like a heaven or hell and all that, well, who want that test? Like, would you want that test? Like, would you be like, if God was like, look, son, I'm gonna send you down here and you got a right to choose good or bad? Like, is that a lucky person? Oh, I'm so lucky to come down here and do this. Like, everybody don't get this opportunity. I don't think that's it. It don't sit right, because you didn't ask to be here, nobody asked to be here. So you didn't ask the cards you've been dealt in life, you didn't ask this. But this life is like, it's like just a you know, it's just a one step. It's like, it's more steps to this after this, I believe. Like a butterfly, once they wrap in, they be a caterpillar, then they wrap up, then they get wings. You know, that concept type thing. You know, when they say that, like, you go to heaven and all that. But just like when somebody kills somebody and you knew that was a bad person, but people still go to church and say, oh, and they wear a shirt. They'll have like this picture on their shirt and stuff, and they be like, oh yeah, he was such a good boy, and now he was doing this. You know he wasn't. Like, I don't know, so stop being phony. I feel like if he was bad, why we giving him praise? Or just like when somebody get out of jail and they really was bad, like, you know, this person, now they wasn't falsely accused or nothing like that. They really was a bad person. They get out for murdering somebody, or somebody that my homie about to get out, y'all throw him a party like he getting out the army or something. Like, that's so jacked up, you ask me. Like, that, why would you get praised for that? So it's just, people are a bunch of copycats. That's all we do. Everything you taught, everything you learn, you was taught that. And so if you go against that, or you go, like, you speak out like I'm doing that online, people going to criticize you. They're going to talk about you because they feel like, oh, who he know? Who is he? Who is he? Well, who is you? Like, Donald Trump and all the other people, they got conscience just like you got a conscience. So you a person, they're a person. Just because they can have a Louis bag or drive a Bugatti or something, or some kind of car like that, you know, a Benz or something, they makes them better than you? No, that's material things. They breathe air just like you do. They do everything just like you. They might have an advantage as far as like the healthcare system. That's a whole another thing too. That's just jacked up. They just wanting to keep you sick. Everybody know that. I ain't got to say that, but I'll talk about that on another video. But I just want to explain. I just want to try to understand conscience more, like, because people always based on religion, but we keep finding stuff that's older than religion. Like, you always see stuff about tablets and you know, certain Sumerians and civilizations before Christ and all that. So you just be like, dang, is that? So you question yourself. Then you say, God, like, ain't nothing wrong with questioning. So people get mad at you for questioning stuff, but God created us, and we have the thought process to question things. So ain't nothing wrong with you questioning religion or somebody that don't make you a bad person. That's how change is developed, when a person questions something. Instead of going right this time, let me go left. Let me go see what's left. That one person go left and find out it's more over here. Now everybody else going left. That's curiosity. This come on, y'all, just challenge some stuff. Like, people they ain't willing to do that. They just want to say, this way, like, on some Uncle Tom, like, scary mindset. Like, you got to, I think it's more and more out there now, because more and more people talking now on the internet. They feel freely to talk and feel freely like, oh, I got a platform, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So it's getting more, the truth is coming out. I'm just saying, because I think they might have found something a long time ago and they just hid it from everybody from the last, 10,000 years. They just hid it. That's why you had these certain families that ran, they can go back and trace their history all back, versus versus us, because I'm American. So I don't know really what part of Africa I even come from. Like, I don't know, But I ain't mad. I'm American. I was born on the soil, so I'm just American. Just like America's full of immigrants anyway. But just like wealth and stuff, people won't have what they have if they didn't do some kind of wrong, any company, some kind of wrongdoing going up the ladder. Like, you can start out good and say, I want to do this and make this, but eventually that money comes into play. So you're going to have to cut corners. You'll do something to get further up. So I think every major company's got their hands dirty in some way, which is fine. They got to live. At the end, we don't know where we going. We try to put a religion, you going to hell for that. How we know that? It could just be a game of, the survival of the fittest. It ain't nothing after this. We don't know. So I just feel like, you got to challenge, at least ask the question. Don't just show up at church or show up at your little, all these cults and stuff going around, people willing to jump off a bridge for you and all that stuff. The power of the mouth, I'm just telling you, the power of the tongue is real powerful. But don't just follow somebody just because they say this and all this, and they get your body flowing and fluids going, and you just ready to jump off a bridge for them. And most churches, they just want money. You got churches all around my neighborhood. I'm from, when I grew up, I was in the hood. So, but you go to my hood right now, it's still the same. Ain't nothing changed. So, if ain't nothing changed, but you got a church on each corner, that goes to show it don't work. When I was growing up, we had a little, pastors back then was a little more genuine though. They have a tent outside, get the kids, give us something to do, activities. We didn't have to go to no church. They didn't even ask for no money or nothing. But now, these churches want to be doing the hooting, the hollering. They got ATMs in the front, just in case you ain't got cash on you. They got scan codes, QR codes you can scan, so you can, basically, put something, like into the pot. Not no walking around with a basket no more. So it's like, it's all about the green, like the money. So churches is kind of tainted now. It's tainted. Like, you don't know who's real, don't know who to believe. Really, you just got to follow your own self. You want to talk to God? I feel like I don't go to church, so I talk to him. I can sit in this car and talk to him right now. And I feel like he either come to me, I think it's conscious, I think it's that, maybe it's in a dream, maybe it's that, because dreams are kind of eerie too. I'll talk about that on another video. I got so much I got to say. But I'm just like an introduction right here, just the things I want to be talking about. I can talk about men and women. I know a lot about the game. I used to be out there. So, I'm just going, but I'm really trying to tap on like conscious, just like mindset. Like people got to really change their mindset in order for us to get anywhere. Are you just a random life? Or you just like, every life do matter, but you got like 300 something million Americans. You got 800 something, 2 billion. What, China? I think Chinese people, yeah. But anyway, they can have it's a game. Like, it's like rich and poor. So how's America so rich and we got way less people than the other countries? So we like bullies, like dogs. Like, just admit it. Just like a drug dealer or anything that you want this block, you want that block. We just greed. Greed is what's killing us all in America. We too greedy. Yeah, we want people. Oh, I don't want no immigration people here and all that. Some of us want them there. The farmers and stuff want them there because it's cheap labor. That's just like why companies left the U.S. in the first place to go, overseas and ship there, because it's cheap labor there too. So it's like it's the same thing. Cheap labor out of the states. Then they had the people, immigrants in the state. That's why they want them here. So that's cheap labor, but y'all forcing them out. So the companies will come back if they come back. So when they do come back, they want to pay somebody like, me or anybody else triple that. Because the regular Americans not going for that. We want it all. So that's going to kind of make everything else go up. So it's really the only way we can get back on track. I know what Elon's saying, all you guys saying, is the rich people got to bow down. They got to learn how to give. They got to learn how to stop being so greedy. But I ain't talking about like giving, I gave $100,000 to this church. Where that money is? You don't see the money. Your pastor might have a fucking jet. He might have a whole jet, but you won't never get on it. So why you won't probably never see it? You probably see it on a big screen or something, because they got 100,000. You like, oh yeah, go. I'm gonna make sure I get my tithes. I'm gonna make sure I get that. Why? Why can't you bring some fish or a sack of rice like back in the days, since the Bible was based off, 2,000 years ago or something like that? Okay, they used to bring stuff like bread, rice, and all. Why you can't keep it traditional, but they want to change it to make it fit them, and then you want to add money to it now? A piece of paper, really. You want to add that piece of paper to it. So now it's like you have to give. Like if you don't give, they frown upon you or something. Make it like it's an obligation or something when it's not. You just supposed to come here to work. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Like the Lord, I'm pretty sure. Not even say Lord, it's you personally. You got kids and stuff, and you gonna pay your tithes or you gonna pay your light bill if that's all you got. I would think the Heavenly Father will understand that. Just like when you, if I didn't ask questions, people might be like, oh, you challenge God. No, you ain't challenging God. But he made us in his form, right? So just like I got a son, he's my offspring. If he get older, get grown, and he feel like what I'm saying is wrong, he have the option to challenge me. Like, Dad, I don't believe it, but he can state his case. So he state his case to me, and if he's right, he's right. Then we alter something. So, okay, that's fine. So why can't I challenge the one that makes creation of all together? Why I can't challenge that? Why do you even have these questions in my head in the first place if we didn't have control of our own thoughts? Something to think about. Because it's like, I can go there and say, Father, I feel like you was wrong, giving us that divine, making this. That's why I believe that religion is tweaked. Like Buddhism, all that. The guy was big, whatever. I don't know. I don't even think they were meant to follow him. Because, a person can't control their weight. Hey, I don't know, if you want to go by my standard, if you can't control your body weight, or the way you look, then, that's that's all you got, your body. Like my arms, my limbs, that's me. I can control all this right now. So if a person can't, I don't know why a person would want to even step into that kind of religion. But hey, everybody, whatever floats your boat. I think people need something to follow. They want to feel like they belong to something. Like, I don't want to feel that way. I feel like we all connected in some way. Like you said, energy can't be created nor destroyed. So when your energy leave my body, it's going elsewhere. It's going somewhere. So yours is too. So I feel like you just gotta, it's like time is valuable. We give our time to get the things that we want. But in the process of that, it's like we just live in just like in the simulation, just to work day in and day out. And then we gotta, then we, like I said, everybody copy each other, and like ain't nothing, like in the last, ain't nothing really changed far as people. Like far as people, yeah, people got better, they get more educated, yes. But far as like still people, yeah, we got fancier cars, we got, rockets that can land themselves, and life feel like it's getting better. But I just feel like we need to start questioning things around here. Like seriously questioning things, because it's some of them rich families, like the Rothschilds and all them, they actually got certain things, like certain museums, they keep things in the vault. But like the Vatican got all this vault, all these library stuff they don't want us to get hold of, because that's the real truth of it. And that's the realest, that's it. So it's like we kind of this lifetime is kind of jacked up. Unless somebody really spill the beans and show proof. Just like aliens, never a fucking clear picture. Every time you see an alien, they show you a video, it's never a fucking clear picture. So it's like, why the hell, what is that? Is that a glitch or something? Like, what is it? Just like it could be us. Hell, it could be us in the future or something. Because I noticed people back in the days was a lot more bigger. And I know it's got something to do with the food too. They were naturally bigger. They ain't have to, they go out and hunt and stuff. They was naturally big because they go out and hunt for their food, do all physical. See, we sit in the offices and sit around, we eat, we get big like in a fat way, but not in a solid way, like build muscle naturally, just all the stuff we doing on our daily for fruits of labor, just go out and, do what you got to do. But we got to go to a gym, like a hamster being inside a glass cage with one of them wheel things, and they just going there running. That's what the gym is like now. So we go pump ourselves up, make ourselves bigger, all that, but it's really not the way it's supposed to be. It's not. You never really seen a big, swole guy that's 90 years old. Like that muscle will lose over time. You seen small stature people, usually probably about 100 and something pounds. They usually be well over 100. Cause it might have something to do with gravity and all that stuff. While taller people don't live as long as shorter people, I don't know. But in Tennessee, these little alien people that keep describing, they don't have like sexual parts. They short with big heads. That means your conscience is all you got. Just like if you put one of them things over my eyes on video games and you put the thing around me where I can run and turn, I'm really gonna think I'm in there. So it's really like an illusion. That's how this is right now. It's kind of the same thing if you think about it, but it will feel better if I die and I can just hit, game over, I can hit reset. Well, we don't know what will happen. This right here is like a one and out. We don't know what's on the other side. That's the scary part. It's like a fear. But I believe somebody know that in these books or in these, these secret libraries. I think it's there. They know it, but they don't want to tell you. So they just base and put fear in you and say it's a heaven or hell. So you got a choice, which I know it's a balance, because just like you got up, down, left, right, red, blue, it's got an opposite. like men, women, salt and pepper, everything got a yin to a yang. So I do believe in that's the way the universe is designed. It's always the opposite to cancel the other one out. It's like you can't have one without the other. So, you know, I think that just like back in the days when, you know, when you have more, I know I'm rambling, y'all, but you have more people, like most households had 20 kids, but back in the 1700s, the average lifespan was like what, 35 to 40 years old. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that's about the 1700s. It was like they only lived to be, you know, 35 to 40 years old. But now people are living much longer. So if people live longer, we like, you know, when people die, they have a heart attack, they shock when they come back. So I think in that moment, maybe it was a baby somewhere being born, if you believe in reincarnation, but that baby was a stillborn or died in the process and didn't make it, and you came back. Because that would have been maybe you or something, I think. You just don't have, because this is why babies don't remember nothing until like they long term kick in, what, 3-4 years old? You don't remember nothing before then, like you don't remember 2 minutes, not on average. People don't remember when they was 1 and 2, they don't remember that without pictures. They don't remember what they was actually doing. They don't remember who's what and all that, you know. But it's just like, but so you get lesser, it's like you got lesser people now. So because people don't want to have kids no more because based off money and stuff, they feel like in a financial, like, you third world country, they have babies because they ain't got the birth control and stuff we got. But in America, you know, women they want to reserve their body for one. They don't want to take care of the kids like the back in the day, because when COVID hit, them bitches didn't even know how to cook. You know, they were looking at the back of the recipe like, what the fuck? They don't know shit. They know shit. So we doom on that part. We ain't gonna talk about food right now. But I just feel like that people just, like, you know, you go back and when they were having 20 kids, they were living shorter, but it was like somehow we survived through all that, the plague and all the stuff that happened. And, you know, and then it's like, now they have lesser kids, but it's like we having lesser kids, but people are living longer. So was it when people was having, like, hear me out, when they were having 20 kids and stuff, because they didn't have no birth control, they were having more kids, and they was dying sooner, but you got 20 kids over the family, 20, some more than that. And then now you only got like, average 1 to 2 or something like that kids per household now, on average. And so, but you got more people living longer. So is that an energy thing, like the yin to yang? So if people was having 20 kids, maybe more kids probably dying, and that be, you know, to balance it out, because you got more kids you having more kids, so they probably ain't gonna live as long. So it'd be more off. Because I feel like even with parenting, I feel like mothers and fathers, the ones that be living real long, they got to see, odds are their children probably gonna die. Some of them will die before they will, depending on how many kids they got. And you see that, you be like, damn, she had lost a daughter, but they live longer because they lost a connection with their child or lost a child. So it's like the energy, like it makes your timeline further, like on some, you know, I don't know, on some weird mess. I don't know why I think outside the box like that, but that's what I be thinking. I be analyzing stuff like that. My mind just go, you know. So I want to share it because maybe somebody else have the same, like, you know, interest I have, and they can relate. They can say, yeah, you know, I feel that way too. I think about that too. So yeah, so I try to think outside of pocket because I don't know why the thoughts come to me, but they just do. And just like depression, you know, another subject. I don't believe in depression because people just depressed. I feel like you gonna give me a pill and I gotta stay on the pill, my happy pill and all. I feel like that's nonsense. I feel like it's you, like, especially as a man. Like, I can't speak for women because I'm not a woman, but as a man, it's like you still got a job. You have a kid, you care for your kid. You have a woman, you love your woman. Oh, what you need me to do, man? All this and this, all that. You quit. You still have emotions you feel outside of you. The conscious still feel stuff. Like, would I jump for a gun for her? Would I fight for her? Yeah, you feel that because you feel like that's the nature of a man. You know, like, you know, you the king of your castle. You know, so on and so forth. So I feel like, you know, you have to, you know, so people have to, I don't know, just get a grip on life. I'm gonna say like that, because if you touch on any subject right now, you can go religion, or you can go like financial, politics, anything. It's like everything is just ain't. But which I know nothing ain't perfect. Because if everything was perfect, like, oh, they in a perfect relationship. No, they not. It's not it's no such a thing. They can act like that in front of you. You can put on, we all actors now. You go to work, you, like I said, you sit a certain way. Hey, how you doing? How are you? I'm fine. Okay, have a nice day. You can, you can act. Oh, you too. All right, brother. All right. Appreciate you. God bless you. You can say stuff like that, but you might get to your house with your significant other and be like, I can't stand Terry ass. Every time he see me, he try to hug up on me back. He hugged me too tight and stuff like, and I'm like, he doing what? Next time I'm gonna watch him next week. Like, stuff like that. Like, that's the real you. So when you walk out your door, you putting on a whole show for everybody else. So whether it's on just like this, a social media platform, it's a work platform, everything you put on a show. Just like a boss man. Hey, how you doing, sir? How this, how that? You doing all right? Everything good? Let me know if they doing it. Then they get behind the scenes, they talk to their supervisor, and they say, if you don't get credit to work harder and they don't push out production, I'm gonna fire all y'all. They put on this facade, they put it on. So everything is not what it seems. That's why I feel like with life, when you look at stuff, like, why we got a moon that goes around perfectly? Like, if it weren't for the moon, our waves, the gravity be messed up for one, the ocean won't sway like it does. All that's tied into the moon. Like, who put that there? It's perfectly going around. Like, we know what's called the honey zone or something like that, right from the sun. Like, we in that perfect honeycomb zone for the sun. We were a little too close, too hot, too back, too cold. But we in that perfect zone. Like, come on, that's a balance. That's how life is. Balance. You got to have the good with the bad. Like, so when somebody do something bad to you, just know that that's kind of like, it ain't like saying stuff is written like it's meant to happen, but you got to mix the good with the bad. It's like life or death. You got life, you got death. They balance each other out. You got to have it. Just like it's life and death. It's life and death because, life and death because it just, I got to cut this video short. I'm sorry, my wife calling y'all. But I'm going to cut this video short. If you like what you hear, I'm going to put more stuff on here. Just go, like and subscribe. All right. DR out.